All right, take and make mixed media collage kit. So what everyone's going to get is one or two frames, either two smaller ones or one much larger one, some kind of backing material, your pick of a whole bunch of these really fabulous vintage photograph prints, and then we're going to have some embellishments like ribbon and embroidery thread and different textured paper to choose from, and tape and feathers and all kinds of other stuff. So you get to kind of pick whatever you want, and then you're welcome to add anything that you happen to have at home that you want to. So this is a process project, not a finished product project. So it's much more about however you want to do it. First things first, you want to mark out on your backing material the size of your frame opening. I suggest flipping it over so that you don't accidentally mark up the front of your frame. So I'm going to turn it face down and just mark out the area that I'm going to work with. So you're going to need to provide your own adhesive, whether that's tape, glue stick, glue, whatever works for you. If you want to get an actual frame to go around it that has glass on it, make sure that you don't do anything too three-dimensional, because otherwise it won't fit inside the frame. To not put a frame on it though, I probably would do something more like glue or Mod Podge, but because I do intend to put it in a frame, glue stick should be fine. So I'm going to start with my picture, and I really like this clock, so I'm just going to cut that out. What I really like is paper embroidery, so I'm going to take an embroidery needle and I'm going to pre-poke some holes in this so that it doesn't just like tear the paper up when I start with the thread. And you can find embroidery stitch tutorials all over the internet if you need ideas for kind of fancy decorative stitching. I'm just going to do a few here. A little straight stitch here. Like I said, you can do this as fancy as you want, as daisy stitches, some spider webs, whatever makes you happy. So the other thing that we're going to provide is some liquid watercolor. This is very, very runny, okay? So make sure that you've covered your work area so that you're not going to make a mess. Because this paper, these prints are very glossy, you're going to want to have something that helps you kind of control the liquid. On the slick paper, it's going to pool up like that. So that's where you want to take your paper towel and kind of control the texture of it. Now I have my finished collage, and I'm going to place my mat down over it, make sure it's how I like it. I don't have any spots that I want to fill in. I'm going to use some double-sided tape, and I'm just going to place some around the area of my backing material that is outside of the actual artwork, particularly up in the corners. And then I am going to take my mat, line it up, and then just press that down, and you have a framed piece of art.